don't know what Special K was thinking, but they decided to drop
there we go,
that
Special
in
K.
cereal. And dude, Special K, I'm calling you out for this one. Okay, it used to be 15 grams per serving on it, and they dropped it down to 10. I don't know what the hell Special K was thinking, but I got a bone to pick with them. Needless to say, they're on my enemy list.
Maybe they just decrease their total grams, so the proteins decrease. Because technically, like, haven't packaging like decreased in grams?
No, I looked. It's the same everything. It's just less protein, more carbs in it. It's the same calories, grams, everything. It's
Time
just
to
I don't know
change
what the hell
cereals. Have you looked at cashew?
I know. I don't know, bro. But like, it was a good deal. Like
better.
the other ones are ridiculously expensive, but the Special K one was like a normal price, and it was good. I had no problems with it. But now,
You better start flipping coupons.
Dude, they're really
exactly.
Well, somewhat related.
He is kind of lazy, so I don't know if he would enjoy clipping coupons. But to get to it, you want to save some cash.
So recently, the FDA called out sugary cereal companies, like I guess Lucky Charms or whatever, like Trix, Reese's Puffs, whatever sugary cereals. All of them, yeah. So all of them were like, they were called out by the FDA because they were like putting, oh, this is actually a healthy breakfast on their like labels and stuff.
Yeah.
And so their excuse that they're using in court or whatever, because it's controversial, by the way. They have the right to free speech or whatever.
Wow.
So yeah.
Interesting.
So
like,
you can't, like,
I could just like sell a packet of sugar and be like a healthy breakfast.
Literally.
Even though you literally can't lie on like food packaging, right?
You can't lie on the labels.
It's like not regulated. Like here in where I live, it's like a little bit more restrictive as to the products you're allowed to put. And you can't like label something to be organic unless it falls under the like certain criteria till it meets like certain needs. So I don't know what like I think in the States it's like a lot more lenient. You have very limited.
Yeah, it depends on what you're referring to specifically. So like you can't lie. Like I mean, granted, there's a little bit of workarounds, but generally speaking, if you're gonna be like USDA organic or something, you have to pass certifications for that.
Exactly.
Whatever your circular label you're putting on there, you do need to pass a certification for it. When it comes to like the food label, they're not always perfectly accurate, but they do need to be within certain bounds. I forgot the exact percentage, but there's like I'm just gonna say 10% wiggle room, like where it can be inaccurate. There's a specific percentage you're allowed to be wrong, basically. Depending on the product you're buying, they might purposefully be wrong one way or another, just to make you buy it. And then as far as like other things like, oh, this is healthy, you can say that on almost anything. Like you're allowed to just spit on that. Like it's not very regulated.
Well, it's not regulated because it's not very clear what health is. Like health is also different for everybody. So it's like how are you supposed to be,
so
like,
that's why like for some things you can just get away with it because there's no what would be the specific certification to say it's healthy. You know, it's too much of a gray area.
For me, I think
like Sour is saying, unrestricted free speech isn't an actual thing. They're very understandable regulations, including, wouldn't you know it, it's public health. So
yeah, I think what they would have to do is set like a using cereal as an example, to market as a healthy cereal, it would probably have to be like less than a certain amount of grams of sugar or something, or else you can't say it's healthy. They would have to just
sugar isn't necessarily a bad thing. Like honey's very, like there's like baked sugar.
That's where they're
you
gonna
have
put in the gray area.
Like it's not very regulated. The food industry is not regulated enough, so it's
it's too much of a gray area. That's the problem. So it's hard to like actually set some values for it.
For me,
they have to just make up something and go with it.
I think the tricky part is the fact that they use it in like the advertising itself. So because it's not necessarily a reflection on the statistics of the back of the box or anything, not like a nutrition recommended thing, it's more like promo. I think they're able to get away with it. It's like the same as saying tricks are for kids, even though legally adults are the ones who buy the tricks. So.
Yeah.
Or are you going to go Cocoa for Cocoa Puffs? Like, no one's actually going Cocoa.
Sauer said our governmental health organizations have no power to institute regulations. Interesting.
All right. Well, Cam, weren't you the one saying like vitamins aren't regulated by the FDA?
Yeah, vitamins are not regulated by the FDA, and neither are health supplements. So yeah.
Okay.
So be careful taking health supplements. The recommendation is.
I mean, you can make them get regulated by it if you
you
choose
can,
to,
but most
market it as a food product instead. But at its base, no, it doesn't have to be regulated.
Like the recommendation by doctors and like pharmacists is like, don't take supplements unless you need them, because like if you're healthy, then you already have like the needed vitamins in your system. So yeah.
Yeah, the whole idea is like you're supplementing something. You're not like trying to add or.
Yeah.
It's really as you said. It's like that's in the word itself, but we've been taking it like as a caution, and it's just it can have a damaging effect. You know, like if you take too much iron or if you take too much vitamins, like you have reverse effect.
Or like calcium.
Some things also just like I guess the best word to describe is clash. If you take, I forgot like which one's off the top of my head, but like copper and like magnesium, I think is like one. You take them at the same time, that you basically almost cancel each other out. That might not be the right example, but there's examples like that.
Yeah, and that's the thing, and especially if you're missing like if you're deficient in something, introducing it in mass doses could like harm you too. Like you got to know how to take these supplements like every person is different, so like you can't just take it in overdose, like or like take like 5, let's say, if you think and it's gonna like balance itself out. It's not. It could like damage your liver, it could hurt your kidneys, you know, like there's a lot of side effects if not added
appropriately,
gradually.
And just in general,
that's why you gotta like when you're taking any new supplements, like I take supplements because I have to, and like I have to go to the doctor and like get blood work done like every couple months just to make sure, because if my levels are fine, then I don't need them, and I have to stop taking them, otherwise there's no point, you know. So
that's exactly it, and it's like not a lot of people are aware of that.
Yeah, because I mean there are some people that have like, you know, like permanently damaged their bodies from taking too many supplements.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's just not good. I wouldn't recommend it.
I don't think it's something
Oodie.
people should rely on, unless they absolutely need to. But I do think different diets work for different people and to different degrees as well. So there is no like one trick solution to every person's health ever. It's more like genetics and hereditary.
Yeah, which is why you should always talk to your doctor before you make any sudden changes to your diet.
And get blood tests done. Get your blood work.
Yeah.
You know, like that's so important.
Take the 23andMe test.
The 23andMe, what is that? Isn't that the
Is that the thing that tells you like your like
ancestry or whatever?
Yeah, you like
your
spit in a cup
and
they send you your grandpa.
What? No, we're not talking about blood tests. I'm referring to check your
but
blood
it also
levels.
tells you. It also tells you like what, based on like your genetics or something, like like what disorders you are more likely to have. But like I wouldn't recommend it. I don't think it's regulated again by the health department. And like even like with the ancestry testing, you can get different results from like different you can get 23andMe and then get like some results saying like you're 23% native, and then go to 2 other companies and get 50% native or 10% native. So like they're never the same across the board. So like I wouldn't trust those companies at all.
Okay.
And even like twins, they're supposed to have like the same like genetics or an ancestry, and they'll come back saying like they don't. So,
From the same company? That's almost funny.
From the same company and different companies.
Yeah.
So yeah, I wouldn't trust them at all.
Well, that's the health
And
segment
costs
of
so
the
much money.
podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It
so
just
it's
costs too much freaking money.